It was a little bit crazy because I had worked at the Apostolic Nunciature. I was in regular contact with Archbishop Pierre, the nuncio, and I was working as a parish priest in Cincinnati, and I was thinking about calling the nuncio, but I was very busy, but I had a day off, and I thought, oh, I have some work to get done for him. I'll do it today. And he called, and I almost sent his call into voicemail. But then I said, no, I'll take it. It is the nuncio after all. And he said, well, where are you? I said, Excellency, I was just thinking about you. He said, well, where are you? I said, I'm walking into my office now. And he said, are you alone? Yeah, I said, I closed the door behind me. And he said, are you sitting down? And this, are you alone? Are you sitting down? Was always how he asked new bishops, or told them really that the Holy Father had nominated him. He said, well, the Holy Father has nominated you as the next Bishop of Columbus. And so then I had this burning sensation in my chest. I swiveled my chair, looked up at the picture of my parents with me after my first Mass, and then the crucifix, and I said, okay, I accept. And having worked at the Nunciature, I know how hard the staff there works to help find bishops for dioceses. And so I thought, okay, let's do it. And he said, well, you know the mind of Pope Francis. We'll work well together. It's an important diocese. And so it was shocking, but then I had to be quiet about it for about 10 days because at my parish we had confirmation, we had our parish Lenten mission, and then I finally was announced April 2nd, which was the death anniversary of Pope John Paul II, but also the consecration anniversary of Archbishop Schnurr as bishop. So those things all went hand in hand. So many of the things about being a bishop I was learning, even though I didn't realize it, while I was working at the Apostolic Nunciature. I think one of the things that's at first it was, when did you take the mitre on and when do you put it off? When do you take it off? When you put it on? All those sorts of things. Can I actually walk with the staff and bless at the same time? All those sorts of things. So that's like breathing now. A lot of it is just getting out and getting to know the diocese, driving here, driving there. Columbus geographically is a large diocese. It's the capital of Ohio. So the intertwining of faith and politics and getting to know people in the first year is similar to what a parish priest has to do in his parish when he's new. I think one of the things is when you're a priest, you get together in priest support groups and usually complain about the bishop, you talk about priestly spirituality, that sort of thing. When you're a bishop, you can't show any preference really for your priests. So I found that the fraternal dialogues has been very supportive. Having the sense of fraternity as bishops, seeing people again, brings me a great deal of joy. And learning as a new bishop, I can learn a lot from the experience of those who have been a bishop for a long time, and that's really helped me. I can always call one of them on the phone, but here I can see them and pick their brain about this, that, and the other. Well, this will be my first World Youth Day. I thought about going in 1987. I was a little too young. A lot of my friends and classmates went in 2002 in Toronto. That didn't work for me in my schedule. I wish I would have gone then. Rome, Madrid, Cologne, all these came. Then I was a seminary professor, and many of our seminarians went to Krakow. But I couldn't go at that time because then I was working at the Nunciature. And then finally, this opportunity at Lisbon, and I thought, okay, well, I just turned 50, so I'm the youngest ordinary in the Latin Church right now in the United States. And I thought, well, I'm still relatively young. I better go because if I get too old, I won't have the energy for it. But I think I look forward to feeding off the young people's energy, and I have seen the fruits of World Youth Day in the lives of so many parishioners through the years, and in terms of fostering vocations and real spiritual growth and enthusiasm. So vocations and evangelization are my priorities in Columbus. World Youth Day certainly seems like a way to do that. And, we're taking a group of seminarians, we're taking a group of young people they're going with Chris Stefanik and that group. But then also there's a group of about 35 or 40 Hispanic Latino young people who are also going. And so they're all enthusiasts. So I look forward to being with them. So I have two kind of favorite saints. One is St. John Vianney, the patron saint of the parish priest, who was instrumental in my own vocation, but especially his love for confession and his simplicity and his just simple preaching of the Word of God, his absolute dedication to the priesthood. The other is my family's patroness was St. Therese, the little flower. And so we did a perpetual novenas throughout our childhood and adolescence and even my college years. So St. Therese has always been with me, along with St. Francis Xavier as patron of the foreign missions. My family's originally from India, so very devoted to missionary work. And St. Therese, I always feel like, is there helping me in my priesthood, helping me to love God and to try to be love in the heart of the Church.